What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Friday night, we got Duke on deck. What are we gonna do? Duke is on deck. Let me see. Let me see if I can throw this in here real quick. Come on, y'all. So what's the feelings? We need a big man. Give me some good news. Okay, Bradley, you want some good news? I got a little good news for you. Hold on. Let me see. I'm just doing some last second. Oh no, there it is. I was a little more prepared than I thought. Let me see. Good news. Let's go to brand. Let's go to ad. Y'all want some good news? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Good news, y'all. You wanted some good news? Tactical Bro, what do you notice? What do you notice, Bradley? What do you notice? Good evening, Brent. Good evening, Bradley. Good evening, Brad. Normally, I watch the recording in the morning, but I like the interaction watching it live. Thank you, Brad. I do enjoy the interaction myself 100%. And I do like when people hear context, So, so a lot of times, like, you might not know I'm joking. Yeah, you see it, Chuck. Y'all see it. Y'all see Malik in tennis shoes. He ain't got no boots on. Y'all see that man is getting ready to go. Look down there at Malik's feet. Malik is fully dressed. Ooh. Malik is fully dressed and he's in his basketball shoes. Ooh. Uh-oh. With sneakers. Is that him in uniform? You see it? You see him right there, Bradley? Uh-oh. Malik is suiting up, y'all. Brent knows it. He's not back, but he ain't back yet, but that's a good sign. That's a good start. I will just, like I said, just for a start, y'all will have to admit that's a nice little little positive vibe thing. Let me see what else. Do I have anything else for y'all? Let me see. Hold on, let me get back to the comment section. Any vodka tonight? I may eventually have a taste. Not just yet. We still. Back for what game, Will? I cannot answer that question. Yeah, Brad, did you hear about Quinn? Did you hear about Quinn having the shiner under his eye? Woo-hoo. Did you hear Quinn Quinn said, we've been doing some toughness drills. Did y'all hear that? I mean, he's not back yet, but he's right around the corner. Yeah, Brad, that was funny. When I heard about the little black eye, it's like, Depends on how it's, like I said, if you don't have any setbacks. Going first game of the season tomorrow. Congratulations with that, man. Anybody getting that building, that's good stuff. Who we going with as the OC? I don't know, man. I haven't really hit the boards. I haven't really hit my back channels up at all. Let me do this. Let me make sure I send an invite to Steve just in case he ain't doing nothing. I don't know what he's up to. Make sure. Okay, that's sent. Okay, so that's out on the deck. Let me see. Football assistant new hires. Oh man. And we're just such in the speculation thing. And again, I think that that Satterfield's got to make sure he run it past Vince Tyree first. Whatever you're thinking, they're probably in coach's press. It sounds like we'll see. Yep, see some more Charles tomorrow. He did sound like he's trying to get him in. I hope he tries to get him in early, because if he waits until he needs him, then he's going to be like real testy with him. But I hope he gets him in there in that first wave substitution. I would really like to see that. No, but I think Josh Nickelberry will. Yeah, Brent, I heard that, but it's too funny to me not to say it happened this week. So I'm gonna laugh about it. Ready to see DJ part 2 from last year. Oh my God, they're really gonna concentrate on David Johnson. Steve needs some positive mojo after today. Why you said because he was breaking down. Did y'all see the show today? Did y'all see the show when Steve put the plastic bag over his face and literally just went to sleep? Listen, I legitimately wanted Joel to go back and listen to himself on the podcast. Between Joel and softball dad Dustin, oh my God. What's going on, Fabian? Yeah, did y'all see the show today? Steve tried to suffocate himself, right? I kind of got mad because like I said, Joe, listen, Joe he doesn't have any positivity about he's positive for 10 minutes after a game, and then he's back to, well, what are we going to do when Carlik leaves? And what are we going to do when David Johnson leaves? And what are we going to do when Malik, if he doesn't come back? And it's just like, the saying is, and I love it, the saying is, stay away from people that have a problem for every solution. Joe will come up with a problem for every solution you give him. And it's just like, God, oh man. Hold on, let me go through these a little bit more tactical. You don't have it takes a, that was irritating, Jeff. You're right about that. That was so irritating. Bradley, was he bringing it down? Was he bringing the mood down today? Listen, softball dad Dustin, he's like a rehabilitated Debbie Downer. He's getting better, but every once in a while he resorts back to just dragging down. But he's come a long way. Think about it. Joel got his Tampa Bay Bucks in the in the finals, and he's still just finding something to be sad about. I can't believe Shaq did that. That's really disappointing on Shaq's part, man. That was really disappointing. Yeah. Oh, he was going to keep going. He was going to keep going. I guarantee there'll be a Bernie Sanders seat in the Yum Center somewhere, or one of the cardboard cutouts. Yeah, I guarantee somebody put one of them. Something right to have all these haters. Yeah, I mean, Shaq, like I said, I don't think Shaq's a hater, but that's like he just add a line. You add a line for saying that. You just add a line as a commentator. If you don't really believe that, you shouldn't be saying that on air, talking negative about a dude like that, especially a young dude. Like, dude, this is third year in the league, and you saying stuff like that. This man just got a supermax contract. Like, dude, give him his props. Yes, Steve did say he's going to what's it called? Butt check. He said he's going to literally pour focus. He is going to literally pour focus in his anal cavity. Yes, he said that today. Hold on. What the heck? Oh, yeah. That guy, I think, I'm not sure, but I think he might be a little touched, like special needs. So I didn't know if that was him for sure or not. But like I said, we don't hang up very often. So if you want to just troll, go ahead and troll. Brian thought it might be him, so he kind of had the warning up on the screen. But who crushed you? Who was it? Shaq? Do the callers back to back? Tough to listen. Yeah. Like I said, Joel's kind of nasally when he talks too. So if it's like not positive and a little nasally, then it kind of like it's real monotone. So it's like, man, I feel you, but it's like, dude, like, and he kind of like, I mean, I'm bad about it too. So, what I'm saying? When you repeat things, it's just, I could see why everybody got a little. Yeah, there's going to be a Bernie every single place in the whole game. I love the Donovan response. Sean, I agree with you 100% on that one. Shaq sounds like Lou's got, that was just, no, here's the thing. Shaq said it, and Donovan keeps on balling, and Shaq, this is what Shaq was trying to be kind of like, I'll say it to his face guy. You know what I'm saying? So Shaq didn't want to feel like that was floating out there, and he didn't want Donovan to feel some kind of way behind the scenes. But Shaq was just out of line on that one. It kind of backfired. You're not as, it's a bad look. It was a really bad look for him. But I still really enjoy Shaq. Sell pizzas. No, just leave Donovan alone. Erastus, what's going on? We're talking about Erastus, you coming in here. This was the news of the day. Big boy Malik Williams sitting there with no boots on, tennis shoes laced up, looking like he's ready to play some basketball. They'll put on a little upper weight. I hope not too much upper body weight. His legs don't look too skinny. You know what I'm saying? So just at first glance, everybody looking pretty healthy. Quinn, I marked up a little bit. I can't wait to see that one up close. But yeah, this is the conversation. Malik Williams right up front, getting his little workout on or whatever he's doing. Good to see him right there, though. Good to see him in uniform. That's a good look when you got a 6'11" dude getting back in uniform. Always a good sign. Tactical man, I hope Sam breaks out tomorrow. He's just got to play so much more intense, man. Shaq told him his career. He can't talk about anyone. Listen, Kyle, I'm not biting it about the Shaq conversation, because did y'all hear when Process said Shaq wouldn't be able to survive in today's game? Did you hear how mad I was on the show? I felt terrible. Okay, he said, who's the dude in the back? Wait, I'll get down to it. What about Griff? Listen, I will add him. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, if you didn't hear the show today, the breaking news was that Griff has a position as ambassador for University of Louisville. Again, I think he should be in front of everything that is Louisville, right? But I just didn't like the timing of it. You know what I'm saying? Like 1 week after, him getting called out by Butch Beard, it's just like it looked so reactionary. You know what I'm saying? It looked so reactionary that I just felt like it was just a bad looking timing. But it was a great decision. I just didn't want it to look like, I didn't want Louisville to look like they just buckled under instant pressure. I hope this thing was in the works for a longer period of time. Because if that's the case, then I would feel so much better about it. But yeah, that's pretty much my stance on it. Like I said, I'm okay with it. He's a gentleman. He's a great representation, of the University of Louisville, being, his historically and progressively, I think he's a great representation. I didn't like the timing of it. But there's never a bad time to be named an ambassador of the university. Can Joe maybe stop this? Felt like he called every show. I mean, listen, he was there from day one, though. So Shaq had Kobe and Wade. I know. Like, I'm not. I can't get into the Shaq conversation. He's still a monster though. Who do you have in the NFL playoffs? I'm kind of an underdog guy, so I'll do the Buffalo. I like Aaron Rodgers. I like that Buffalo team. I don't know how big on the Bucks I am. I really didn't think the Bucks are that good. Um, so yeah, I didn't necessarily think the Bucks are that good, but yeah, I don't really have a dog in the fight in the playoffs. I'll probably decide right before game time who I really like. Actually, tomorrow night maybe I'll have a team locked in. Uh, no, Sam just needs to have intense games. Process knows nothing. I mean, he's just so young, y'all. He's just so young that he can't talk about Shaq. Again, I told him, I'm like, dude, Shaq was Greek freak in college. You know what I'm saying? He was a freak. He was a freak. His speed, his strength. He's a beast. Hold on one second. Listen, he was an absolute freak. Um, Hold on, who else we got right here? Hired November. Hold on. Right, Kyle. Yeah, I can deal with. Like I said, the grip thing is great. Hold on. Timing sounds like it was playing. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah, Nina. I was so heated because I just couldn't. I couldn't even explain to him like how much of a problem Shaq was when he got to the league. Griffey's come down out of Donovan Church. I wonder if he'll be at the game tomorrow, or is there enough to even have like pageantry? It does seem reactionary. I'm not sure what the basketball ambassador does. Well, Coach Crum was the ambassador for the longest, so as long appreciate it. It is one of my more comfortable shirts. This is definitely a go-to comfort level shirt. And then hold on, y'all. Appreciate that. If we lose tomorrow and it's due to a slow start, I'm curious about this one. Let me get this right. If Jalen Withers' shoe comes off, I am going to go crazy. I agree with that. I do not want the slow starts. I worry about that. But there's a difference between slow starts and playing bad and playing hard early. So I will say that. Is Alan stopping by tonight? Listen, is he going to stop by? In the do you think he comes to the lives? So tell us, what did U of L do to Eves? Listen, I don't know in particular, but again, I know he wanted the coaching job, but wanted to look at the coaching job. I mean, who wouldn't if you were assistant coach here? I'm sure he wanted his son to play here because his son could hoop. You know what I'm saying? So if he feels slighted through the coaching searches, maybe he just never really let that part of it go. If like I said, if I had to, if I had to say it, they show old games on the loop in the practice arena. They would really enjoy. They would really enjoy a lot of older games. I think Chang. I think some of that's a good idea. I agree. Like I said, some of it'll look funny where they can clown, but the athleticism and the tempo might get them a little more excited. Shaq said, I know. And listen, I think just Shaq kind of knew. Listen, I think Shaq spoke his mind, and then he knew how bad it looked after after people just kind of got at him. He better tie his shoes real tight, Kyle. My God. Yeah, see, look, and I really like Aaron Rodgers, so I'm really not against anybody. Like I said, I just don't know how much I enjoy the that Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay got a real squad, man. They got a full squad, and it's one of those things. Like, I don't want it to look like Brady just carried a bunch of bums to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? They got a squad. You know what I'm saying? Like, he played a lot better than James Winston, but I just don't want to watch that narrative. I think the Bucs and Brady are gonna steal this one. I can see that. I can totally see that. LSU Shaq was. I know. Bradley just. I know it's hard to. You can't explain that to somebody young. You can't explain that. Yeah. I guess I better put that one up here so we can go ahead. We can go ahead and get this one out of our system, y'all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Darn it! But here's the thing, y'all. Look at him. Y'all know Dwayne Ledford is an NFL coach. Y'all know that's an NFL coach. Like, I don't know what it is, but just look at him. That's an NFL coach, people. He went to the Falcons. You are in Georgia coaching for the Falcons. You had to go. You had to go. Your rushing numbers, your line number, your pro fantasy focus, your football numbers, your numbers are crazy. His numbers are good. He got his kids to come back to school. Like, he's good. He had to go to the Falcons. We knew he was going to be the first one to go. That's why we were trying to, pay him more already. People didn't want to pay him. It's like, yeah, you got to pay that man. You got to pay. Okay, I just want to play like they want to be there. I mean, listen, Lawrence. Florida State's good. Slow starts are bad, but Florida State's good. And don't act like they didn't play hard the majority of the game. They just dug themselves a big hole. And they're still young. Like I said, our expectations jump way too fast. So yeah, MTL edits, I do. That was a tough loss. That was a tough loss. Hold on, I'll get to it. Changing the subject. I watch how hard Coach Wall has the ladies playing on the adjustments to make during the game. It's like I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I think we have some of the best talent in the country on the women's team. When you got that level of talent, it's easy to just make adjustments. Like, Coach Mack doesn't have the same talent discrepancy that Coach Walls has. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's why I don't agree with that. But I know, like I said, I know what you're saying. I do enjoy the ladies, how hard they play. But you got to realize the ladies have the superior rosters. We don't have the superior rosters like that. So those superior rosters can make adjustments on their own. Like, the adjustment is Dana dribble through everybody and go get a bucket at the free throw to loosen up the defense. Hey, the adjustment is have Haley Van Lith go, 6 for 7 from the 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? That's not an adjustment. That's talent. You know what I'm saying? Over under how many deflections does Carly? Be careful with Carly. Like I said, his still. But here's the problem: Teddy Valentine gonna be out here calling these fouls. Everybody gonna be scared to move. Coach K is telling Teddy Valentine how physical they are right now. They're on the phone right now talking, and Coach K is complaining about the physical Louisville defense right now, right this second. That's what he's complaining about. Hope Louisville buckle up, fight the NCAA up, like they did with Butch Beard. Yeah. Listen, the NCAA is falling apart anyway, so it'll be a whole new organization in 2 years. Yeah. Like I said, playing hard and playing well, you just gotta when you do the game watch, it's 4 guys playing hard, but if one guy loafs on each play, then it looks like the whole team. You know what I'm saying? But it might, like Sam and Jalen had a lot of missteps, so it just looked bad as a whole because the kind of defense we play, everybody got to be together. You see the Twitter post of Mac and team standing watching TV as Mac showing them. I doubt. Was it really, or you just guess it? No, Brent. I'm not doing that one, Brent. Left is a huge loss, School Steve. I agree. Huge loss. What if you're right? Last year, boy, I'm telling you, man. Malik Williams getting that dunk on Duke to seal the game last year was the absolute best. Oh, it was great. That was so much fun. Rumors swearing Satterfield is going to Tennessee. Kyle, that's you starting a rumor on here right now. That's you. You hate Satterfield and you doing that right now. NFL coach, we ain't making cookie for. Yes, they're gonna make cookies for the pros too. I think he will. Brent, it's good. I hope he's sad and going to Tennessee. And he knows. That would be funny. Leffert might be. Listen, again, that would. If he did go to Tennessee, though, that I think everybody wins with that one. Leffert might be an NFL coach. Yeah, I think Leffert's going to be an NFL head coach. I 100% think he's going to be an NFL coach, and we knew it though. We knew it. We knew we were lucky to have him. Bradley, don't be telling everybody, man. Dang. Women's and men's baseball, volleyball, swimming, soccer, cheerleading, softball is all we got. KB Clutch. Yeah, the soccer boys is getting drafted and our swimming is dominating, all that good stuff. Ladies feed off each other. I agree. Yep. But they are the most talented group in the country. We know what it looks like when teams just got better players. This team we got is young. They got to develop. Teddy did a good job last time. I agree. I agree with that. Yeah, I know. But listen, people still didn't enjoy that. They were complaining about changing positions and how inaccurate he is and all that. Just, golly, I wish people could enjoy their lives a little more. NFL was coming. Coach Leffert wasn't long for the college football world. NFL was coming. Yeah, they were coming. Yeah, they were coming from the beginning. Good, we kept them for 3 years. Yeah, we're already in foul trouble. Yeah, go back and look at Coach K's presser. It was actually that may not be copyrighted, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Is this the same one? If it's the same one, I'll play it. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think this is copyrighted necessarily. Hold on. Maybe we can play. Okay. This was last year's Coach K post game. Was that last year, y'all? Yeah. Last year at Duke. Okay. We'll watch a little bit of this.
All right. That's a brutal game. That's the most physical game we've been involved in. So we were the pre-leg to the fight tonight. All right.
That ain't funny.
That's a brutal game. That's the most physical game we've been involved in years. Really. And they're good. I mean, and they're really good. And Johnson was terrific in that first half.
Yes, he was.
You know, with the depth that they have and the experience, they outplayed us, especially in those first 10 minutes. And our kids fought like crazy to put us in a position to win. But the term freedom of movement was not alive and well tonight. That said, I mean, I hope we don't have the rest of the conference like that. It's not good basketball. And they played great. I don't want it to take away from them. They're just not, for both of us, you can't have that. So, any questions?
Seems like been
yeah,
with
no.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't follow the trends.
I'm not doing that.
Telling you about our game. So I don't know what.
I'm not doing that. The game shouldn't be played that way. Stuff. Not doing that at all. Come on, Coach K. You're better than that. Welcome to Atlanta. Hold on. Yeah, I know. I should have played that song actually. Mac is getting hard from some fans. What do you mean? Are they what? Because of 2 game losses? I just think people just I know, right? People just ready to right. Like this is a part of the game. Yes. Listen, Coach Mac has collected some names, some Hall of Fame names on his resume. Like, so the people that didn't want him here in the beginning, they're just popping up now. So I missed old Louisville football. Yeah, with your big time offensive explosions. Ask Shaq if Keith Legree is next level. 1991 game was epic. Yeah, then you got that. No problem. You guys lead the pro player coach program. Girls, so but it's I can handle it. Again, it's one of those things like even Vince Tyrell said, they're gonna be coming after your coaches if you got good coaches. Hold on, Ledford. Hold on. Yes, he will be the biting knee press conference stuff too. Yeah, I agree with that. Then Evans, she knows what she's doing. She really knows it. But no people I listened. I spent all the time I could trying to shout it from the rooftop. When 72-60, you calling it right now? Call it. Listen, call your shot. Teddy's doing the game and Cal's on his own. You mean Kay is on his own? Bobby was trying to build games back there. Brad, just don't be that way. Don't be that way about the coaches. Imagine Sap following Steve to Knoxville. That would be funny. Coach David Grown will be Atlanta's AC. Yep. That's a good hire. DJ better than these fools. I know. I need a good performance. But it's starting to 13 was post game. We just didn't pay attention because yes, that's a great point. He does do a lot of whining. But when you get those championships, whining. That's why. Coach Cal has been doing the same thing, y'all. But when you got the best, you get 7 of the top 20 players every year. You don't notice how bad it is, but when you get busted, you see like, what are you doing? When he loses, man, it's my fault. He did it. My girl asked me what's wrong. I said, that's one of those Al Pacino, Godfather 2 scenes when they're in Cuba, and he's like, you sold me out, you broke my heart. So no, I mean Cal is on his own. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I was just reading fast. I messed that up. Matt could be 2-0 against Duke if it wasn't for the horrible game. It wasn't a horrible game at home. It was a bad last 10 minutes. It wasn't a horrible game. It was a horrible result. They learned some stuff. We just couldn't close it out. Like I said, we got tight. We got really tight. That was a super team. What's good? Go Cards. Derek McCormick jumping in the building. Coach K is a lot of Chiefs every single time. I love Mac, don't get me wrong, but I miss the coach people and the press. Yeah, we're on the right track. Yeah, I know. But again, he's young. He's going to have to grow up. Coach Mac's style is going to have to change too. Like he's gonna add new things to his arsenal. Like I said, I think he's gonna find a little bit of a more go-to quick motion that's gonna get his team some easy buckets. Like I think he's gonna do that. I think he's gonna add some stuff to the game. He's gonna add some mixture in the defense. Like right now, it's more culture and effort than the other stuff. But he'll add it. Whining works when you're Hall of Fame and brings people. Listen, 100%. Listen, if it was up to him right now, he'd have shut down college basketball. He was trying to shut it down. He was the one guy that just didn't even want to play this year. So imagine how bad he gonna whine after if we bust him. And Sam saved Joey Bicker's life. Darius, yeah, that was funny. Darius wanted all the smoke, which is delayed the YouTube or the Facebook. You mean on the text line? I'm going down them slow. Mac needs to come out in school decent white jumpsuit. I could go with that. Yeah, I could go with some extra little panache, something like that. I'm here for it. I went to Tony Green's camp. He's on stories about referee Coach K. That's awesome. That's awesome. He is 51. Yeah, these other dudes are up there. They got 20 years on him, you know what I'm saying, of coaching experience, you know what I'm saying? And they were like under Hall of Famers and stuff, like Coach Crumb's under Wood, and Rick and them grew up with Boeheim and them. They was under some soldiers, you know what I'm saying? They had a good head start. Who's more likely? You got to think Coach Mack started in women's high school and then got to Wake Forest. You know what I'm saying? Like he went a different route. Who's more likely to get a poster tomorrow night? DJ, Jalen, Josh Nickelberry. I think Josh Nickelberry is going to catch somebody. I do. Coach Mack is chiseling his legendary career. I'm here. Listen, I'm here for it too, but it's hard. It's hard. That's why it's easy to bet against everybody. Because it's hard. Like a Hall of Famer, you got to be the best of the best of the best. And we're holding him to Hall of Famer standards. I mean, we expect great coaching, but it's hard. I don't know what's going to happen in Detroit, so I don't even want to attempt to even speculate on Detroit. We got to stand on it playing like, listen, sometimes they're inconsistent. They're inconsistent. Sometimes they play full-grown man. Sometimes they're not mature enough when they get a little tired or when they, something. Listen, and you got to think halfway through a season, freshman bodies break down. It's hard to your body goes from high school games to college games and college practices. This is the time of the year where your body where the practices are fatiguing. Your body can't get like revved up real fast. Like we're going through all that good stuff right now. It was like his early 40s. Oh, golly. Motor City, Dan Campbell is electric. Okay, like which is it because he's in great shape, or like which real young coach? What real young coach is just out here killing it? Motor City, Dan Campbell's electric. I mean, they're just looking for a reason to get excited, though. Detroit just needed anything to, give some juice. I don't know, man. Duke is desperate. Coach K's complaining. Teddy wanted to put on a show. Where you're raised. I can't wait to do my show tomorrow night. Break out the scarf if we do win. Is G Wiz gonna break? I don't know, but it sounds like I said. I think we're gonna see Midland in that first wave. Imagine Coach K way back in the beat. Oh my God, it would. But that's what I'm saying. Like they run the Duke and North Carolina offenses. They run that stuff all nice and clean without much contact. And his players have always gotten the calls. So when they don't get the call, like everybody plays like his teams used to play now. So everybody's used to his style of trying to get fouled. But now you don't foul, you body up. So he doesn't sit on the free throw line all day anymore like he used to. So that's the adjustment. I mean, listen, I'm not even going to worry about when Malik is coming back because all I know is right here, he don't got his boot on. And I don't know if he's jogging, is he doing the layup drills, or how much movement he's doing. But when I see that picture right there, I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we need to see. So yeah, I'm pumped about that one. Hold up. Yeah, I know you win a couple games early. Yeah, I don't mind boosted expectations though. So I know what you're saying. Did you just say anything about the song? No, I didn't get any copyright strikes, and look, and he didn't send me no cease and desist, so we were good to go. Wait a minute, did y'all hear the story that Steve told at the end of the show today? If anybody heard that story, tell me the one I'm talking about. Which one? Brad Stevens is a monster too. He's a monster. He's a monster. And you see, he didn't listen, and look how long he lasted. He was in the league quick. So yeah, the monsters don't stay with coaching programs like that. So yeah, Brian. Brian, tactical bro. Oh, hey y'all. Listen. He told me that, and he was like, I was like, I kind of remember it, right? And listen, I went to the back to like get my warm water, right? I came around the corner. He had just finished telling Steve the story, right? And yeah, and Steve was like, oh, that's terrifying. Oh, listen. You can't just listen. If I'm in the bed sleeping, you can't just come up in here and catch me unannounced. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh, you cannot, whatever you do, you cannot just run in. You can't sneak in. So word to the wise, do not. No, listen, he didn't do it on purpose, of course. But I was in the back, and you know, we had the real long layout in the house, so you know. Oh, yeah. So yeah, that was pretty funny. I couldn't believe he told the story though. So yeah, that was, we got a good laugh out of that. So hold on. Let's yeah, like I said, that was a terrible call. So you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna leave that one alone. That one. Okay, so Griff went Duke game, lost Coach Ledford. Frank Ponce did his opening. Chris Mack did his press conference. What else? Robbie, I really hadn't even got started on anything. What do I have in there? What are you having? My vodka drinkers, y'all. What are y'all having right now? And y'all give me the other things. Give me the other subjects that I need to cover. Wait, did y'all enjoy the ladies' music? I got to really play it for the first time today. I really had fun. Was the ladies too long and irritating? Big Red. Oh, a big K cola. I mean, I bought a Coke the other day. I don't even drink sodas. Nina, it was okay? Or was it irritating? Tito's and cranberry juice. That used to be a big favorite of mine. Smokey and the Bandit. The movie? That song still stuck in my head. Smokey and the Bandit. Or is that a drink that I don't know about? He couldn't sign a QB in 3 classes. Enzo, you know what? I may have let him off the hook on that one. You might be right, Enzo. I may have let him, and he's a Miami guy too. Like, maybe he should have had somebody in a couple classes. Or again, maybe Puma Pass and Malik Cunningham scared everybody off. Cause those dudes got some reputations, man. They got some big time reputations in the South. So yeah, I wouldn't put it past them to be I wouldn't put it past them to scare people off. I'm going with the New Amsterdam and the blood orange. I cannot do Hennessy. I cannot do Coke. I'm supposed to try it though. But the secretary told me it's too sweet. The secretary told me that the Hennessy and Coke is going to be way too sweet for me. Moscow Mule, old lady friend used to love those. Glad Frank, okay. I heard UK is wait, who do they play? Who does Kentucky play on Saturday? Do they play on Saturday? Who do they play? It is sweet. And like I said, I don't drink Coke. I don't drink anything but water and lime water. Little Focus. Where do we look for offensive coordinator? What made you go wine, Jocelyn, LSU? Man, they're all over the place, man. Golly, it's just there's endless amount. It depends on Satterfield's budget and what is he comfortable with. I mean, here's the thing. Satterfield, okay, is he going to be worried about bringing a guy in that could replace him? Like, is he the kind of coach that doesn't like to be challenged at all by another play caller or something? So, I think, Robbie, I think you're wrong on this one. I think we look forward to watching UK get busted. So you almost want to know what time they play. I want to know what time they're going to get busted. Cal versus Wade. Do they play LSU? That's funny, if that's true. I had a wine phase. I did have a wine phase. But it's almost like you got to keep going. If you slow down a while, you're done. And the money phone goes to the winner, right? I say the NFL should send. Do you want an NFL guy? I mean, I'm scared of NFL guys because I'm scared they don't get on the recruiting trail the same way. Like young, up and coming, and hungry dudes, they recruit a little harder, I think. So that's the only thing that worries me about NFL guys. I'm sitting there reading. I should have put these on the screen. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Anyway, Ponce comes back. No, absolutely not. Okay. Secretary, are there any stories I got to tell in particular? Y'all can ask me any questions. If you got a question, maybe I can think of a story. It's Friday night. I probably got a good one for you. Like I said, if y'all listen to the show today. It was funny. Like I said, it was a short story about, the OPC, man. Our offensive line was actually going to be a juggernaut when it came to blocking, getting an upgrade. And coach, LSU coming off that Bama beatdown. Okay, give me any story suggestions, people. See if y'all can spark. Keep an eye on where we're going. If Satterfield doesn't work out, yeah. If we're going to work out, we worried that Virginia Tech Center. That's interesting. That's interesting. I hope Satterfield been making calls right away. But it is a good thing. Listen, if he's already like been messing around with the teammates and kind of like getting to know everybody, I don't necessarily think he'd back out on that. But if Ledford would have went to another school or something, we'd have been in trouble, big trouble. But if he's going to the pros, it's like you can't really stop that from happening. Yeah, give me hold on. Let me see. Hold on. I don't know, y'all. These are I don't know. I'm just trying to see if any stories. Those are always funny. Hold on. We did get an NFL coach 5 years ago, Mr. Leave in the middle, like Bobby. I think, but again, y'all hate him because y'all took everything Bobby did personally, and I thought his offense is like, if you run an offense, give us a good Tony story. His are great. Okay. Okay, Bradley. This is a Tony Williams story. This is a very, very, very short story. Actually, the secretary, it was on the list to do. It's a very, very, very short story. Tony Williams, right? Okay, so everybody you played with in college, there's a love-hate relationship. Because we argue, we fight, you know what I'm saying? And we love each other and all that good stuff, right? And we need each other to stay alive. Like he might bring food that his mom cooked at Thanksgiving or something so everybody could eat in the dorm or something. So we all survived on each other, off each other for years and years. You love your teammates, you hate your teammates, all that good stuff, right? So the funniest thing, it's not the funniest thing, but so back when I got in my accident, right? I was in Nashville. I was in a hospital in Nashville, right? Listen, I was down there. I was up and, messing around and stuff, right? And I think I had like a fake name because there was, too many people was coming by and sending stuff. So I think they put me in a room with fake name. I forget, right? Let me tell y'all. Do y'all remember Twilliams Chicken and Waffles? Do y'all remember Tony's the restaurant Tony had? Tell me if y'all remember that. So listen, I was in this hospital, right? Tony Williams, he just filled up a bag of all his food and chicken. And he brought me the biggest bag of Twilliams chicken and waffle food from his restaurant. Listen, Tony drove down to Nashville, and when he came in there with this bag, he just came in, it was stuffed, and he was like, "Man, I'm sorry it's not hot, man." And I'm like, what do you mean it's not hot? You drove down here, 3.5 hours. Jocelyn, it was great food too. It was absolute great food. So I was like, when he did that, I just wanted to hug that man for an hour when he brought that food down there. Because I saw on his face, he was just like, I had to do something. So I just put some I just threw some chicken in the bag and came on down to Nashville. So yeah, that was that was a great Tony Williams story. I love that, man. It's a really funny story, but yeah. Um, Roscoe's out there. See, I never had, the LA stuff. So yeah, that was kind of funny. I saw another story. That was listen, people. The reason I do stuff like radio and independent stuff to this day. Oh yeah, Bradley. Like they really saved me. Like they took good care of me. There was another story that I wanted to tell. It just thinking about that story kind of made me want to tell a Clarksville story. So there was okay. I don't know if y'all had Crystals here in Louisville. I don't know if you're familiar with Crystals. Okay, it wasn't quite Crystals. Crystals, White Castle, kind of the same thing, right? But okay, you remember Crystals and White Castles had the square burgers for like 39 cents, right? So in Clarksville, they opened it's like a, hold on. It was White Castle. Okay, so you didn't have Crystals here. Okay. Yeah, Crystals was kind of like the Clarksville, Tennessee thing, whatever. You saw those a lot more. So instead of having these little burgers for like 39 cents, they opened this other fast food place, and it was called Susie Q's, right? And Susie Q's is kind of like Chris's and Bowling Green. Okay. Listen, Susie Q's is almost like a Rally's, where it just has it don't have no dining area. It's just a drive-through, right? And it's just a drive-through, and it had like 39-cent burgers or 49-cent burgers. So if you like White Castle, or what I'm saying, like for 10 cents more, you could get a full circle burger. So imagine getting a double cheeseburger for 89 cents. Like a full double cheeseburger, round double cheeseburger for 89 cents at Susie Q's, right? So, first job, y'all. My boy, listen. Okay, look, KB, I appreciate it, yeah, for sure. I was in Tactical Bro. I was in Wiesbaden. Chris is in Clarksville, Tennessee, down for the ball. Listen, no, it wasn't. It was out on Fort Campbell Boulevard, over by 41A. 41A by the little clubs. So anyway, Susie Q's in Clarksville. Man, like a couple of maybe Victor Anderson, a teammate of mine, Corey Perry or Keisha Perry, brother and sister. I think they worked there. Gibbs worked there. Okay, so listen to y'all. Listen to this. Mike Gibbs, who is my homeboy, right? Got the same personality as me. Dude named Corey Perry. He's a riot, Look, funny light-skinned dude, you know what I'm saying? His sister, right? Look, I was crushing on her back then and all kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So Keisha, Corey, Mike, Victor was my teammate. All of us almost kind of like got the yellow thing going too, right? So it's all of us, and maybe a big Samoan dude. I can't think of his name, but anyway, we're talking about a restaurant, y'all, that's just a drive-through. So imagine 3 different versions of Marcus Maben. Just kind of a taller one and a shorter one, and a one that's a little wilder, but all kind of versions of Marcus Maben, right? And a female version. Imagine us running a fast food restaurant by ourselves. Look, Mike is the manager or something. Keisha's the manager. I work in there and there ain't no dine-in. So it's just cars. Imagine how many of your friends are pulling up, right? People. I sat in Susie Q's, and this is so cliche, and I'm embarrassed to say it. I'm embarrassed to say this out loud because y'all are going to understand how embarrassing it is. I sat in that fast food restaurant, and I swear I would have a double chicken sandwich, a big sweet tea, and I would just be killing them things, and I was flipping burgers in there all day. So it was just pandemonium in this. I can't even believe we kept that place in business as long as we did. Your friends are coming through. They're getting extra burgers. You can make fries. You can make chicken sandwiches. Ice cream was legit. The sweet tea, we was just dumping so much sugar in that sweet tea. Thank you, Cody. Thank you. You're right in here to get this. Ain't just playing time. I hope so. I hope he's ready to play. I would love that. Coach would be too scared. So listen, y'all. I would have double chicken sandwiches and just be in there. If there wasn't no cars coming, I was eating them things. I was double chicken sandwich, double cheese. I was smushing it so it'd be like nice and thin. I'm toasting it on both sides. I used to eat them things all day long in that restaurant. So here's what happened though. This is what happened, y'all. This is how I look. This is how my first job. This is my first job, my first real job. This is how it ended. On Friday, on Friday or whatever day it was. Okay, I was the second shift guy. I was the newest guy, so I used to have to clean the grease trap above the stove. Right, one of the most disgusting things I've ever done in my life. Disgusting. Burger grease going up in that vent all day long, right? But one person, whoever the rookie is, got to clean it after they shift, right? You pull out the grill, you got to clean that thing, right? I used to hate it. Your skin is getting oily. You're breaking out. It's just disgusting, right? So at the end of the night, I would have to like scoop that stuff off and then use a tool to get the grease off and then like wipe it down. But I used to wipe it till it was pristine. So one time I got up there, it was real bad, right? I cleaned that thing. I was off for about 3 or 4 days. When I came back into that restaurant and I went and I looked up in that grease trap, I could see that grease trap ain't been touched since I left this building. I was like, hell no, I ain't cleaning that grease trap. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, somebody on the next shift gonna have to clean that. Ain't no way I'm touching that grease trap. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'll click on this one in 1 second. No way I'm cleaning that grease trap, right? So I got attitude. I'm already like knowing I'm gonna get in trouble on the next shift because I ain't gonna clean it right. So then this what happened. Some of my boys came by and they was in the parking lot and they was in their basketball clothes, right? And they in the parking lot just dribbling the ball, talking about they get ready to go to Fort Campbell to go play in the afternoon. Everybody's just dribbling out there and they just like laughing around and get ready to go. They just like killing a few minutes before they go to Fort Campbell. Y'all, I heard that basketball. I saw them in their basketball gear. I can't even do it. Quit that day was like, I'm going to Fort Campbell to play. I know I had basketball clothes in my car. I don't even think that I went home and took a shower, y'all. I think I just put on my basketball clothes. I probably smelled incredibly disgusting, but I just knew that day, like, I'm not going to work. I cannot work in these places while everybody out here playing basketball and doing other stuff with their life. So, yeah, I think I quit right before payday or something. So I probably got some money owed to me. I probably got a check somewhere floating around in the universe from Susie Q's. They probably owe me about $163 or something. I don't know why that number just stuck in my head, but yeah, they probably owe me on a check like that. And this, like I said, I don't know what happened to it. It's probably been gaining interest for 25 years or something. I should try to track it down, but you get the point. Yes, the Susie Q off of Wilbur Rudolph. Yeah. Yes, good. Yeah, good greasy burgers. Yeah, I used to work there. I appreciate that, Robbie. Okay, let me check this one. Hold on. Mark's baby story. Her mother, we're going to a game a few years ago. She works at Kentucky Center for Arts. So we always parking there a lot. We were walking through the golf house, and you were doing the pregame. We spoke to you. You hugged it. Crushed on you the whole night. Well, look, why didn't you tell me? Tell mom to shoot a shot. I do enjoy everybody coming through the golf house, and the hugs and all that stuff is so great. Oh, it's the best. Oh, but I've been so lucky. Oh, all that stuff is so good. You worked at Rallies 17. Yes. Listen, it's almost like everybody got to learn the fast food lesson in life, and it just makes you a nicer human being if you went through the fast food thing. Good greasy burgers, Ronnie. I do agree. I appreciate that, Robbie. I can't believe it. They pay $163 every 2 weeks. Check the unclaimed. Yeah, Jocelyn. I think my name has showed up on the unclaimed site. But look, I'm still scared. That's a trap or something. They're playing on YouTube. Saw the UNC game, the lobby caught. Listen, I thought that was goaltending though. In hindsight, I thought when Quentin threw it, or are we talking about the Reese one? Bradley, 100%, man, 100%, 100%. Yeah, I really, and I hope we don't lose our sanity in the process, because I think people are losing sight of what's really important. Too many people are just looking for comfort, and they're losing sight of what's really important in life, in my opinion. So yeah, I want to get back to reality too. I worked on cleaning. Yeah. Like Kyle, like when you gotta scrub that thing at the end of the night. Okay, the one Reese threw. Okay. Yeah, when you gotta clean that grill at the end of the night, you gotta scoop all that stuff into that little pit, and you gotta put the bucket at the end and get all that grease out. And you gotta dump the grease into the containers, and oh my God, Susie Q's was so the grease part of. I mean, even when you mop at the end of the night, that floor be all greasy. Oh my God, the floor is greasy because all day it's just, oh, the mopping at the end of the night sucked. It sucked to mop at the end of the night at Susie Q's. I hated it. And you gotta like take a shower, dry off, and go back and take another shower after 30 minutes just to get the smell. My nose is still raw from me running soap up in my nose to try to get that smell out of my nostrils and my clothes. And oh my God, that made you play basketball so much harder. Bradley, those days are coming. Yeah, I know. I'm not losing faith into reality. Oh no, don't say that, Jocelyn. I need people to keep their sanity. I was manager for 18. So I was the one telling you to kneel. Oh my God, Nina, that's just so bad. But that's why you got to move up the ladder so you don't have to clean the grease traps. And you got to practice in the morning. Oh, the moment Jerry's gave me that 5-cent raise, I got the hell out. Never. I know, but that goes back to like people. You got to use your critical thinking. Like you got to be happier and do things that make you happy, and stop chasing that 5-cent raise. Yes. Oh, use it, love it. Oh no, you missed way too much. What jersey? I think we're wearing the red. I think we're wearing the red tomorrow. Good. We're gonna get that black arrest. See if we can't. Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't want Tim to guess. But I did enjoy the. Hold on. Let me see. I sent a video. Did I send it to myself? Maybe. Okay. Hold on. Let me at least screen share this real quick. Screen share. Chrome tab. Okay. I think we'll try the audio too. Hold on. Let's see what they did, y'all.
Tell me, God. This is a sonic blockbuster on ESPN. I just crossed the north, tell them God. I lost the members of the earth.
Come on, Josh. Come on, Josh. That's an and one, ref.
There was no angle there.
Get it out. Move that. Come on, Jalen. Come on, y'all. Where's this swag at? This is the team I miss. Come on, cut that thing back.
This is a sonic blockbuster on ESPN.
Come on. Yeah. Jalen can't pump on somebody. Yeah, critical thinking, political science. Yes. I see you, Robbie. 100%. That's what I need my hungry babies back.
And there's the jam.
I need my aggressive. You notice? Listen, y'all.
This is a sonic blockbuster on ESPN.
You notice how they put a lot of plays at the basket, a lot of dunks, a lot of being mean in the paint. Think they trying to put a message out there. Hold on. Rapping dirty coins for 21 years. Oh man. I need. Yeah, right. I did used to enjoy rapping coins though. My mom worked at a bank. Am I gonna leave it up? Yeah, use it. You still gotta follow the YouTube channel, so you can click on it anytime. I don't like leaving it on the social media side of it, but it's just YouTube made for the Ville. THEVILLE, made for the Ville. So we did Griff talk, Ledford talk, Malik Williams talk, Charles Menlin told a couple of stories. Steve told during the show today, pulling out guns on people. Need to clean more. I agree, Bradley. It should be like, that's like mandatory military service or something. It should always be some kind of mandatory poster game. DJ was wearing all white. See, it's like I don't even care. Just go win the game. Yeah. Who's doing the pregame? I'm doing the pregame, Joe. I don't know who's doing the post. It might be Ethan. Pulling for new uniforms. Yeah, right. Like we don't have enough games. The loudest Freedom Hall's ever been. A Marquette game. The North Carolina game. The Christmas North Carolina game. Man, Boston College, when DeJuan Wheat, I was just a recruit, but that was one of the loudest I've ever heard it. I think we busted Syracuse or something, and it hit some decibels up there. Making an appearance tomorrow. I can see that. They have to bring the intensity from the beginning. And both teams need this win, man. It's my birthday. Nina, it's your birthday. What are you doing? Happy birthday coming up. What is your birthday's on Sunday or Saturday? What are you doing? Is it turn up or is it just laid back? I hope they've been working on. I know. Dunks in traffic go up around people. Bring the nasty Louisville. Yeah, like, dude. Yeah, there is a standard. There is a standard of attacking. So you get notified when you're live. Yeah, right. Tell them go ahead and hit that YouTube channel and subscribe. Last game against Syracuse. I was at that game. That was awesome. Young Center, probably Michigan State with Coach Mack in that Michigan State game. That was so loud. Monday. Okay, fair enough. I would love to have a Monday show where I could play on my music a couple times. The Bradford dunk. Golly, it's so much, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I do enjoy that people get to see either the radio version is a lot closer to what I am, you know what I'm saying? Other than cleaning up a little language and trying to like be a radio show host. But cheers to that one. I appreciate that one sincerely. So and listen, I do appreciate, like I said, the donations y'all give to the channel. Like I said, it makes me want to be here consistently every night. Makes me want to make sure I can give y'all any information ahead of time that I get, some good behind the scenes content, and get, like I said, get your questions off. I like knowing everybody's opinions. It helps make me smarter. It helps me give everybody a better show. It gives me a lot. Like all of us in here gives me multiple personalities, multiple ideas, so I can take all this stuff with me when I go do a show or when I'm, just anything, So I do appreciate all of the support to the channel. Favorite rapper, of course, is One Take Timmy. Were you kidding me? Sean, he did a song called Marcus Maven. You're not allowed to ask me my favorite. If you do a song called Marcus Maven and title it and I like it, you're automatically number one. So Sean, yeah, that Michigan State was crazy. Yeah, indeed. Prepare yourselves, right? Nina should do a turn down for what on Monday? When do my ladies play again? So we got to do that. Keep in mind, best music in ACC. I agree. No, K-Dog does his thing too. Both coaches cuss. We can cuss. Fair enough. The women's team. Yes, Notre Dame women's game. Yes, I agree. That was awesome. I think I was sitting with like Holly Rowe or something for that game up front. It was awesome. Listen, Walter, don't joke around about that because I think he'll do that. I really think he'll do that. I really do. I don't know. It depends on Vince Tyre's confidence level. And because Satterfield, like, if you just had your own, little crew and you really, didn't have a backup plan for O-line, and, if you didn't have a backup game plan for, if you didn't have a backup plan for Coach Brown, like, that's going to make Vince Tyre real uncomfortable about you making these decisions. Mm-hmm. Mm. And it's Satterfield. Oh man, James, I'm nowhere near on this list. Look, I'll take my name right on off this list. Secretary, you better post that link right here that people can go to. Holly Rowe is awesome. You better post that. Let them let them know where to find it at. Yeah, y'all can listen to that one. But yeah, like I said, it is explicit content on the song Marcus Maven, but I do enjoy listening to it all the time. That's one of those, like, I don't care how many times I hear it, I'll never get tired of hearing it. Yeah, we do know Quinn Sislinski allegedly got his eye shiner against Miami, but I don't care. I'm gonna say he did it in practice. Mm. Mm. Who are we talking about, Bradley, with the Hunter? That might be a Steve question. Can people copy and paste that at all? If y'all want to hear my arrogant favorite song in the world, it's very explicit though, so don't listen to it around Hunter Cantwell. Anybody who did their thing for Louisville, and I know has a good IQ. They played under some good head coaches here. Either got recruited by or played under some. So yeah, I'm okay with it. I just don't know. Like I said, I don't know how Satterfield is going to handle like outside coaches that he's not like working with and tight with. Oh, Walter, I don't know if he's going to get away with that. But if he does get away with it, all the eyes are going to start. People are going to start looking at Vince Tyree. If Coach Satterfield brings another, like, not big time guy in here, because you got to think, he went and got Coach Ledford from North Carolina State. So it wasn't like he was East Carolina, App State, Southern Miss, everybody knew Ledford was a dude from a school. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how many App States he can bring over and get away with it, listen, he can get away with it, but that pressure and that eyeball is going to turn off of Satterfield and go to Vince. Like, are you trying to save money here or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know he's no, there is no listen. If there was a clean version, KB Clutch, I would be playing it on the show every single day. There is no clean version. The subject matter is not clean, so just don't. I forgot. Luke went hard in the rap. Luke has always got adventures going on. I admire Luke because he is not afraid to fail at anything. Like, he thinks it into existence and he goes for it. Sometimes it might sound unreasonable or irrational. He is not afraid of failure at all. I've always really envied that about Luke. It is and just his mentality. But no, he still can't be my favorite rapper because he didn't write a song called Marcus Maven. Right, KB, way too nasty for a clean version. I'm sorry, it is what it is. I enjoy bumping it though. So, we are. I know, Joe. I know, and I know I sound like I'm being hard on him too much. I know I sound like I'm being extra harsh, but I'm like, y'all got right. I'm like, y'all got good legs, man. Jalen Withers got some good legs. Listen, and this ain't nothing new. I was yelling at Ray Spalding, who I love. I was yelling at Honest Mahmood, who I love. I was yelling at all my big guys that I know have good legs, who are not scared to do all these dunks out by themselves, but are scared to do it in traffic. That's what breaks my heart. I yelled at Malik Williams. I yelled at Steven Enoch. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of them. These are players that I love, and I would kill to have them on my team any year. But they just don't like getting contact. They don't like getting fouled. The only way you slow people down from jumping is if you draw fouls. So no, don't be encouraging Clutch to get eat. Listen, Clutch has nice, wholesome followers. My group, we just all savage in here. Don't encourage him to get everybody in trouble. I know, James, you got to push, because here's the thing. You don't want to face set defenses, especially against Duke. You don't want to face a set defense every time. So you got to push the ball up the floor and see if you can get something in a broken play. And that's where David Johnson is the best at. And if you can get some guys to knock down their shots off a broken floor with David Johnson and Carly pushing it up the court, you're going to get a lot more easy shots, a lot more open plays, and a lot of guys can get shots in their rhythm. Hope Charles is ready. That was awesome. That was awesome. You ready, Malik? I feel you. Mango's free throw line jumper was awesome. Right. But listen, his body was huge, but notice how he looks like a giant on the football field. Like, you know what Julius Peppers reminded me of? I played on this like USBL team in Adirondack, New York, when Terrell Owens was trying to play basketball, right? And Terrell Owens up here in his shoulders and stuff, it was just like he looked like he looked like a lizard man or something. Like his shape didn't even look right up close like that. So here's a little funny story. Quick story. I'm up in Adirondack, New York, playing on this USBL team. It's Terrell Owens. I kept saying Terrell. I say Terrell now. It's Terrell Owens, because I remember when he came into the locker room, I would introduce myself and we dapped up and he's like, Terrell, you know what I'm saying? So this is what happened. This is what happened, y'all. We was all kind of like practicing. Everybody was kind of looking at him to see if he could really play. And it didn't take long to see about what level he is, right? So this is what happened. We were on this end of the court, right? And I forgot how it happened, but a ball got deflected like all the way to the other end of the court, right? And me and him were both kind of like, look, let me pull this off real quick. So the ball got deflected to the other end of the court, and both of us kind of took off after it, right? So we was kind of like doing a fast jog, right? And he was new to the team, and I could tell he was trying to like prove himself, right? So he kind of turns it up a little bit, right, on the speed thing, right? And I kind of looked at him, and I'm like, I want to see what he really got, right? Like, I want to, because he cooking people out on the football field. So I kind of looked and like, let me see what he really got. So we took off, right? And we both took off, right? So we neck and neck, and we're running the whole full court to get this loose ball, right? And I'm kind of laughing because I'm right with him. When we got to the basketball, when we got to the point of grabbing the basketball, I swear he looked like a what do they call it, Gila monsters or something. When we got to the ball, he just like his neck and his shoulders, everything like swelled up, and he just like reached for the ball, and I was like, oh my God, like up close, like it's like he had muscles come out from everywhere. Like right when we got to the ball, I was like, you got it. So yeah, Terrell Owens up close, like it was like, yeah, he's different. I can't listen. If it's Jason, if that baby's shoe fall off again, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. Nah, because they play too many minutes. Here's okay, Robbie. Here's the problem with the press. Here's the problem with Louisville trying to press. David Johnson and Carleek are going to be up on the ball, right? Okay. The purpose of the press is you turn them and get them to throw a long pass, right? The problem is your defensive backs are going to be Sam, who's not fast, Jalen, who's kind of hesitant, Quinn, who's very hesitant. You have to have athletic big men who can pull the trigger really fast back there. When Louisville pressed and when me and Reese turned somebody or something, that was Nate Johnson back there. You know what I'm saying? Waiting to steal the ball. That was Tobias. That was, Kevin Smiley, Quentin Bailey. Like our wings were fast. So if me and Reese got somebody trapped and they throw a long pass, we got some dudes back there to steal the ball. Sam, Quentin, Jalen, Gabe. You know what I'm saying? They're not fast to react to the ball, and their basketball IQ isn't where it needs to be to read the passes the right way. We are like the edge rushers in a full court press. Marcus Maben, Reese Gaines, even Cam Murray. Marcus Maben, Cam Murray. We are the edge rushers in football, but your DBs got to be ready. And Sam, Quinn, maybe DeAndre, but he's a freshman, so you kind of like he's still a little hesitant, and he's not from we haven't been pressing all year. So to ask those guys to turn into guys that can jump quick and steal the ball, if this pass gets completed, another team going to be dunking it every time. So Robbie, I would love to see us pressing, and we can get a couple turnovers up here, but the rest of the plays are going to end in dunks over and over and over again, because Sam, Quinn, and Jalen are not fast to steal the ball. Their anticipation is not where it needs to be. So yeah, Robbie, that was my breakdown. I meant to talk about that on the show. It was in my notes, but I didn't get it. But you understand what I'm saying? We're gonna force you to throw a long pass, but if you don't have guys behind you that are quick to the ball, it's gonna end up being a dunk. So that's why it's hard to press. And David and Sam already playing 36 minutes a game, so you're gonna tire them out pressing. So yeah, it's a lot of culture. I agree. A lot of culture. Josh will have a great game. Listen, Cardinal for life. That was we did our buy and sell stock segment on Thursday's show, and I bought a ton of stock in Josh Nickelberry having a big time game. Listen, the defensive intensity. Actually, I would not be surprised if Josh Nickelberry starts over Sam Williamson tomorrow. Now, that's no inside information. That's nothing. But what I know is Josh Nickelberry, he plays the hardest defense on the team. And when he's out there harassing his man, everybody plays a little bit harder. So watch Josh Nickelberry defensively. Yeah, I know. It's going to drive me crazy. But again, his shoe coming off. I think that's what Mac is trying to tell him. Any basketball player whose shoe keep coming off in a game, shoes get stepped on and come off not all the time, but the mentality of your shoe not even being tight enough to stay on, that means you're not cutting hard enough. That means you're not running hard enough and cutting hard enough. I'm so mad at them. We play team defense. So individual defensive matchups is not a big thing with us. We play team defense. Really. Yeah, like you can't wait. Like you should, in college, you should pray for it that a team wants to press you. So you can just, you press teams that suck and you can blow them out. You know what I'm saying? Or when you have a full team, like, I don't know why Kentucky and Cal didn't have a full court press already loaded with the length that he has. They're the first or second longest team in the league. They should have been practicing presses from day one, just to know that they were going to win games just on press and athleticism if they practiced it like they were supposed to. Like I said, it doesn't even have to be a shot blocker, but at least an anticipator. A high IQ guy in defense can kind of hold the back down for a few seconds. That's important to press. Fair enough. Sweet big shot. Appreciate that. Yeah, use the glass. Everybody got to use the glass. Carlene's going to have a big game. I know, Coach K is going to hate Carlene. Nigga Bear always taking charges too. I agree. I feel Jason, watch him. I bought stock in him. I bought a ton of stock in him. Yeah, and when Q pump, like when Quinn gets people running out at him, he's got to get fouled. Luke Hancock knows how to get fouled. Dude, you're 6'8". Everybody's gonna jump for your shot, and he has a high release. He got to get fouled out there. Ultimate anticipation. Yeah. I understand. Shane, but you got to have good wing defensive backs back there to be able to press. My man was just listening to. He's been listening to the show forever too. It's like, he'll be all right. Bradley, it looks pretty bad. It looks pretty bad. Okay, y'all, get out of here. Hold on. So, anything else I need to tell y'all before y'all get out of here? Oh, hello. Hey, I gotta go, y'all.